afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Amanda Martin, Elite Miss California Earth 2020, and today I have a very special treat for you. We are going to make earth-friendly, gluten-free, vegan breakfast waffles. So this is my very own recipe that I've created for Grocery Outlet, one of my all-time favorite grocery stores in the entire world. I have been going to them in East Village for about 4 or 5 years now, and I absolutely love them. So this is all ingredients that they have in stock right now. We are making cocoa banana crunch waffles. We have just a few ingredients, as you can see here. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to take our bananas, which have been peeled and quartered, and we're just going to very lightly brush them with a little bit of olive oil. And we want to coat both sides, so we don't want our bananas to be soggy, but we do want them to adhere to the crunch mixture that we're about to make. So it's really important to lightly brush both sides of the banana. So make sure that you're flipping it over. Okay, so once we have our banana coated, we're going to take our other main 3 ingredients, which is going to be our cinnamon. Okay, we're going to add to our cinnamon our cocoa and a little bit of salt for seasoning. So we've added this into any container large enough to hold at least one of the quarters of bananas. So I have a nice big container. Something smaller, like a sandwich sized container, would work perfectly fine. So we're just going to give this a little stir, and then I only add 1 banana at a time because the bananas will stick to each other, especially now that they have been oiled. So you want to put the lid on and very gently give the banana a nice shake to coat it. If you don't have any containers, a Ziploc bag would work perfectly fine as well. And then once you have coated the banana, just set it aside and repeat until you've done all of them. Now, if you've never tried raw cocoa or 100% cocoa, it is very bitter. So you want to make sure that you are cooking your bananas. So don't try to make this batter and then stick it right on top of the waffle, because you will get some very bitter banana waffles. But when it's cooked, the cocoa melts and it smells so amazing. It tastes so good. Process faster and easier. It is nice to just have them quartered and to not have them too small. Okay, I have my pan, which has been preheating on a medium heat, and we want to check to make sure our pan is hot enough before we add our bananas. So all we're going to do is take just a couple drops of water and we're going to drop it into the pan. And if you can hear that sizzle, that's exactly what we want to hear. If your pan does not do that, the pan is not hot enough, and let it get a little hotter before you continue on. So we want to make sure, let all the water evaporate out of the pan, let it all cook away before we add our bananas. We don't want soggy bananas. And we're going to start with our bananas face down. So the cut side that was the inside of the banana is going to go face down. We're going to cook both sides, but we want to cook the downside first. Okay, it is a little bit messy, so be careful if you're wearing white. Okay, so these are going to cook for 3 to 4 minutes on each side, and while those are cooking, I will tell you about our waffles. So today we're using Vans Gluten-Free Blueberry Waffles. Vans is a fantastic company. They make several different brands. This was one of my first go-to foods when I decided to attempt to better my diet, and when I eventually decided to go vegan. They have, like I mentioned, several different flavors. They have some other fruits. This one has blueberry and blackberry, and they are delicious. They're actually very healthy, which is the only healthy, vegan, earth-friendly, very nutritious waffle that I've ever been able to find. So they come frozen, and you can just pop them in the toaster right about now while your bananas are cooking. Or, like I like to do because I have a gas stove, I just simply set the frozen waffle right on top of the grill and then flip it, and it takes about 3 minutes, and then you get the nice char lines on both sides, and it gives it a really nice hearty crunch that you don't get when you stick it in just the toaster. So Whatever you have, a toaster oven, a normal oven would work fine to heat your waffles in the toaster. They take about 45 to 60 seconds, and they are fantastic. Just make sure you make them nice and crunchy because you will want the crunch to go along with the cocoa nibs. Cocoa nibs. If you have never tried cocoa nibs, oh, you do not know what you're missing. These are our cocoa nibs. It is the seed of the cocoa plant crushed up. So they're coarse and they're this size. They're pretty small, but they do give a wonderful, nutty, hearty crunch to them, which is really nice to complement the softer bananas. So between the crunchy waffle, the soft banana, and our crunchy garnish, it is a wonderful breakfast that we're having here. Okay, and the brand that is in stock right now for the cocoa nibs at the grocery outlet is going to be Nativa's. This brand is excellent. Anthony's is excellent. There's a lot of great brands out there. Again, just make sure that your one ingredient is going to be just cocoa nibs, 100% cocoa nibs. You don't want anything else in your bag. And these are fantastic. It's just a few dollars for this entire bag. And these ones are organic, so they're delicious. This is a really great product. So it's been a few minutes and we're ready to check our bananas. Before you go ahead and flip it over, you want to just peek at the underside of one of them. And if you can see that, it looks nice and brown, but the spices have now kind of soaked in and cooked into the banana so that we don't have loose powder. So when you see that, that is perfect. So we're going to go ahead and flip these. It smells so good. The second you flip them over, it's just this air of delightful spices. So these are going to cook for 3 to 4 minutes on this side, and then we're going to slice them up, garnish, and that's it. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, our bananas look perfect. So we're going to take our waffle. Here's my waffle with the char marks, the way that I love it. It is so delicious. So we're going to scoop out our bananas, and then we're going to slice them so that they pile nicely and beautifully on top of the waffle. You're welcome to leave it in whole slices. It's not as pretty as if you were to cut the waffles into smaller pieces. Okay, just want to shuffle them around a little bit, make them look pretty. And now, to finish it off, we're going to take our cocoa nibs and just sprinkle all of it chopped. It is great to let them fall on the side of the plate as well because you will find that you cannot have too many of these. And thank you so much for joining me. I am Dr. Amanda Martin, Elite Miss California Earth 2020, and this is my recipe for a grocery outlet for banana cocoa crunch waffles. Enjoy, and I look forward to cooking with you soon.